Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are in good health. I'm Nur Safitri Muhammad, a student majoring in chemistry, State University of Gorontalo. On this occasion, I will present to the result of the practicum that I have done. My practicum this time is entitled Zeolite Synthesis from Rice Husk. Title: Zeolite Synthesis from Rice Husk. Objectives: Synthesis zeolite from RHA. Literature review: Zeolite is a group of minerals that, in the naming of excavation materials, is one type of non-metallic excavation material or industrial mineral digging material of 50 types that exist. To date, more than 50 natural zeolite forming minerals are known, but only 9 of them are often found, namely clinopsilolite, modernite, analcime, kabasite, erinite, ferrite, heulandite, laumonite, and pilepsite. The selection of rice husk as one of the basic ingredients for making zeolite synthesis because rice husk contains silica ions. This RHA in turn contains around 85% to 90% amorphous silica. Experimental worksheet. Weighing RHA 7.5 gram for 3 comparisons. Weighing calcium hydroxide as much as 5 grams, 4.375 grams, and 375 grams. Adding 10 milliliters of water each. Weighing aluminum sulfate as much as 1.875 grams. Adding 10 milliliters of water each. Mixing calcium hydroxide solution with aluminum sulfate solution and RHA for each comparison. Heat up with hot plate while stirring until the solution is thick. The result is the solution is thick. Transfer the solution into the watch glass and dry it in the oven. Observe the change that occurred. The result is formed black solids. Result and discuss. Result: weighing rice husks in 3 comparisons, as much as 7 grams. Weighing calcium hydroxide in 3 comparisons, as much as 5 grams, 4.375 grams, and 3.75 grams. Weighing aluminum sulfate in 3 comparisons, each as much 1.875 grams. Making KOH solution by adding 10 milliliters of water each. Water soluble. Making aluminum sulfate solution by adding 10 milliliters of water each. Water soluble. Mixing RHA with KOH solution and aluminum sulfate solution. Each comparison insoluble in water and has a sediment. Getting solution mixture using a hot plate. Solution thickened with strong sand. Drying each sample in the oven. Synthesis zeolite is formed, deep black color and not sticky. Discuss. In this synthesis of zeolite, use rice husk as from was the furnace burning in the village of North Toto, Tilongkabila. The use of rice husk in the zeolite synthesis because the sample contains silica ions, which are the content of zeolite. RHA, it forever contains about 85% to 90% amount of silica. The first thing to do is weigh the ashes of rice husk as much as 7.5 gram for 3 comparison. The total use of rice husk is 22.5 grams. Next, weighing KOH as much as 5 grams, 4.375 grams, and 3.75 grams. So that the total weight of KOH used is 13.125 grams. After getting a sample with the appropriate weight, it is continued by making KOH solution by adding aqueous as much as 10 milliliters in each comparisons. The addition of KOH to zeolite synthesis is to determine the influence of KOH as an active K+ source that serves as a cation exchanger in metal adsorption. Next, weighing aluminum sulfate as much as 1.875 for 3 comparisons. So that number of samples used is 5.625 grams. After getting the sample continued by making a solution by adding aqueous as much as 10 milliliter in each comparison. Next, blend the rice husk as KOH solution and aluminum sulfate solution in each comparison so as to get pitch black solution. The reaction resulting from mixing KOH with rice husk are as follows. SeO2 plus 2KOH, the result K2SeO3 plus H2O. The reaction resulting from the mixing of KOH with rice husk coupled with aluminum sulfate is as follows. K2SeO3 plus aluminum sulfate. The resulting is K2SO4 plus Al2SO3. After all the ingredients have been mixed and produce a black pitch solution, then the solution will be heated using a hot plate. Heating using a hot plate is intended to make a thick solution before heating using an oven. This in accordance with the principle of reaction rate because the increase in temperature is directly proportional to reaction rate, where the kinetic energy of the particle moving faster and more frequent effective collisions. The heating is done to evaporate the heat in order to get the result of thick solution. After getting a thick solution, transfer the solution into the watch glass whose surface has been walled with filter paper. After the heat the solution, heating in the oven is done at 800 degrees Celsius until the zeolite dries. Drying in the oven is done releasing water trapped In the zeolite, the result is that the zeolite turns solid and pitch black in color. Conclusion: From the experiment carried out, it can be concluded the zeolite can be synthesized from rice husk because it has a lot of silica content. This rice husk concept in the literature is 9, 9 to 92 to 95% silica, which has a pore. Slide 10 has a broad external surface, so it is very useful as an absorbent and insulator. Alright, that's my presentation. Hopefully, it can be useful for all of you. I'm sorry if there are wrong words. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.